So the idea with this one is that each of the walls and floor, every part will come separate. So on the truck, you could just stack like this.
There is some serious work going on.
These
Guys,
are
everybody, I want you to come and look at this. Guys, please come. This is a good one to look at. To see.
These are a little stuck right now. I don't want to take everything off, but
Let's take everything off and put it how how it comes to the side. We need to learn this. Anthony, come to the front. Please, my friend, come here.
This is where you design all the pieces and SolidWorks and print it
Don't
out.
think of it as breaks.
That's a lot of work. And the base, wow.
And the fact that it actually goes together is important. So we would have we want to see. If it doesn't, if it requires too much work, just tell. How's the rest of it? Can you package how these things to, like, except for that piece, like
so just
how it's going to come to the side?
Big pieces stacked with the big pieces.
So everybody can see, get a
This
like
one
a
here.
like an initial state idea, you know how.
Same. Oh no, this one like this.
Yeah.
And then these will be able to fit through the windows.
Wow.
Same with this one and the other three.
So it comes on you can see like these things will stack, even these flat pieces will stack on this.
Stack.
So it can come in a, it's using the maximum space efficiency in terms of delivery, right?
Yeah.
So that's good.
And preferably, I would like the each piece like this to be already insulated and wired with outlets.
Yeah.
So there's nothing like that.
Right.
So then when you get it to the site, you put the floor down. You put all the posts in. And these have a dovetail hinge on these in the wall, so they just slide right through.
Can you explain what a dovetail hinge for these guys? Like
Sure.
I know you drew it up like in your hand sketch, right?
Yeah.
So can you explain to them?
Yeah. So a dovetail. If you want to just pass that around, it looks like that. And then that's the male part, and then the female part will have the matching groove, and then it just slides straight in like a track.
So dovetail grooves are very common attachment methods for many different structures. It's commonly used in practice. See, and another thing, it's not just a dovetail. It'll work with a crane.
Because it goes in only one direction.
The positioning wise, it's a very nice idea that it matches the motion direction.
Yeah, these are a little hard to get in. Tolerances were a little off.
Okay.
Yeah, once you get all that, then the roof for the first level will be here, and then you just repeat the same pattern if you want a second floor.
Right.
Boom. But if this was only a one-floor house, this piece right here would just be slanted on top to make the roof. And all the posts have holes in it, so you put these down here, and you bang these down into the foundation for support.
Yeah. How would you add structural strength to it? So good. Like you have. So here he's thought about many different things, right? In terms of wiring, paneling, that all things can be panelized. The stacking, delivery to the site. The only difference is that there are more pieces to attach at the site. However, it's a benefit, cost benefit that you want to weigh, and And you might be able to, in fact, instead of stacking all of them, you can do some of the partial assembly at the factory and bring it as well. Like, maybe all these things are already assembled at the factory, and things can be taken, other panels can come out from that box. So you can probably minimize the labor part a little bit, but that's an optimization problem. That's not a big thing to address at this stage. I would say it's excellent. So for the guys who did not have access to a 3D printer and maybe who didn't go to this level of CAD detail, I think it's a good exposure. This is what you mean by a functional prototype. When proof of concept, like what Ting has done, it's also a good proof of concept. It shows the structural solution. This also shows a structural solution. But Ryan's model also shows a structural solution. So I think that's what I wanted you guys to like. This is actual work. This is how, if you are a junior engineer out of college, your actual work table, work atmosphere is kind of like this. So people would come over and see what your concept is for the product, and this is great. This is excellent work.
Thank you.
Yeah.